Well, the Adecco Group put out a very interesting report in October last year saying that only 7% of workers expect their jobs to become obsolete as generative AI becomes ubiquitous. 7% to me seems awfully low. Would you agree with that number? And if you did the survey today, would the number be higher?
Things might have changed. Actually, that's what I call the honeymoon of AI. People discover how wonderful it is, but not everyone realizes the impact that it has. And what we know is for sure AI will bring productivity into the workplace, will bring new jobs will be created, but also jobs and tasks will be destroyed. So the balance of it is difficult to anticipate. Nobody knows. I mean, you have expectations and studies, etc., all over the place. What we believe, what is critical, is to put the human centricity approach to Gen AI, because the risk with Gen AI is that it's not an equalizer, but that it brings a bigger divide. If people are not ready, if people are not upskilled and reskilled and Gen AI ready.
So I have two sons who are in university, and of course the biggest conversation amongst their peers is, what do we need to study now so that we don't become out of a job, so we don't become obsolete in the future? What kind of jobs do you think will still be needed in the future, and what kind of trends are you already seeing?
Yeah, well, definitely, as we know, Gen AI will probably have on a short term a bigger impact on knowledge workers, because Gen AI is about knowledge, right? So what is absolutely essential is to identify, when you look at the job market, what are the jobs and the tasks that are transactional and that can be automated. Definitely what we believe is Gen AI will also bring to the center of the conversation what makes us humans, right? And the soft skills, but really we've made a study across 2,000 top executives, C-suite executives. It's going to be published in a couple of weeks, and they tell us that the biggest skills gap that they see are around creativity and innovation, around critical thinking, and empathetic leadership. So those are the things that really make us human, and that will complement what Gen AI is bringing into the workplace.
The problem is the rise of Gen AI is also coinciding with the fact that we've been through a period of very high inflation, lots of rate hikes, and now people are saying or telling us that inflation will no longer be public enemy number one. Maybe rising unemployment will be. Do you see that in your trends, that we're going to see a loosening up of labour markets, and far from what used to be the great resignation is going to be now the great desperate hanging on to your job as tightly as you can?
What is sure is today the great resignation is over. We see a sort of a paradox, because we see a slowing down of the economy in several parts of the world. However, the level of unemployment is still quite low. We see still quite a strong dynamic in Asia and Latin America. We see Europe slowing down, and we see the US sort of in the middle. But if we take the helicopter view, there is a long-term trend that is with us, is talent scarcity, fueled by demographics, particularly in developed countries, fueled by personal choices, the balance between my professional life and my personal life, and the skills gaps that are fueled by the green transition and digital transition and Gen AI. So, I mean, we see longer term, the talent scarcity is there to last. What is going to be critical is how companies make sure that they work on the employability of their workforce.